Good morning, it's Monday the 26th of September. Today, going to do another what eat in a day today. I will insert a video that I did last night on prepping for the next few days as well. So I'll insert that after this video. So for breakfast this morning I've got overnight oats in there, 40 grams from a Healthy Extra B, lots of frozen berries for free and speed in there. The frees will be the cherries and the rest will be speed. I've got one Pepsi Max for mid-afternoon as well. And then for snacks wise, I've got some grapes in there. They're free food. And then I've got a banana, a free food, and an apple, a speed food. And then for lunch today, lots of speedy salad in there. So there's lettuce, salad leaves, and spring onions, all speed foods. And then there's some sweet corn on the top, which is a free food. I've got some beetroot there, that is a free food. And then I've got my baked Crustless quiche, pizza topped Crustless quiche in there as well. And the video that I show you will show you how I made them in my Ninja last night. So that's everything I'm taking with me. I will take a hi-fi bar as well in case I need something chocolatey as well, that I'll need to send for that. So that's everything I'm taking with. Good afternoon. So for a little bit of meal prep in advance for the week ahead, I'm going to make some Crustless quiche. So they're perfect for snacks for work or as part of a lunch. So my plan is to make a double batch. So what I'm going to use for my basis of my Crustless quiche is going to be one red onion, one red pepper. I'm going to fry those both off in the pan. Then I'll add some sweet corn to that as well. And then some grated cheddar once I add my eggs. Now, half of the mixture, I'm going to add some boiled macaroni into that. So they'll be like macaroni cheese ones. And the rest, I'm going to have pizza topped ones. So I'm going to add some tomato puree and pepperoni to those. So what I'll do is for the pizza topped ones, I cook them halfway through, I stop them, and then I add the toppings to that so that it doesn't all cook at the same time, because they tend to dissolve into the mixture if you put the pepperoni on too soon, and it can burn as well. So that's my plan, and I will show you them when they're done. So here there's 4 eggs in there. The macaroni, I used about 1/5 of a bag of macaroni that I boiled up in the pan. And then there's half a pepper in there and half a red onion. So they were all fried up in the pan, and then added the sweet corn so that it was warmed through as well. So that's everything in there together. Now I've got 2 Healthy Extra A's of cheese there. I'm going to put most of it in here and leave a little bit to sprinkle on the top of them before I pop them in the Ninja. So I'm going to pop them into the cases. I'll let you see what they look like, and then I'll get my Ninja switched on as well. So that's them all ready and topped with the remaining cheese on the top there. So that is 2 portions of Healthy Extra A there. So if I split them in half, that'll be 1 Healthy Extra A in a day if I have those as a portion. So I'm going to pop them into the air fryer for 7 minutes, keep an eye on them, see what they look like, and then I'm going to add another 7 or 8 minutes to make 15 altogether. But I'll just keep an eye, they might not need as long as that, but we'll just see how it goes. I'll show you it when I'm setting it up as well. So I'm going to pop them on to bake. It's at 160, so we'll leave it at that. And we'll just turn the time down to 7 minutes, and then we'll just keep an eye on them. I'm going to match because I've got them on both sides, so they'll both come out at the same time. So they've had exactly 14 minutes, so 7 minutes, then I checked on them and another 7 minutes, and they look absolutely perfect. So 14 minutes on 160. So I'm going to take those out, and then I'm going to put the pizza topped ones in next. I just thought I'd let you see them Now I've got them onto a plate, so that's the macaroni cheese ones. How lovely do they look? I'm going to look forward to those next week, and they'll freeze perfectly, and I'll take them out the night before I need them and pop them in the fridge. So I've popped the remaining mixture into my moulds there, so there's 4 in there and another 5 in there. Now I've added just a sprinkling of cheese to them because I'm keeping the rest of the cheese to go on the top. So what I'm going to do with these is exactly the same as the other ones. I'm going to switch it on, I'm going to pop it to bake, and I'm going to leave it at 160, and I'm going to pop them on for 7 minutes, so exactly the same as the other ones. And at the 7 minutes I'm going to take them out, I'm going to put the tomato puree, the cheese and the pepperoni on the top, and that should then go back on for another 7 minutes, exactly the same as the other ones, but just so that the cheese and everything doesn't overcook on the top if we do them this way. I'm going to do match because it's the same in both, and then press start. So I'm just going to put together the topping for my pizza topped crustless quiche. It's a bit of a mouthful, that, isn't it? So I'm going to add a sprinkling of oregano into my tomato puree here, and some onion granules as well. Mix that together. That'll be the base for my crustless. Oh, and that's them ready to come out of the Ninja. So I'm going to put the topping on, I'll show you what it looks like. So that's them with the tomato puree base on there. Make sure you take them out of your Ninja and out of the drawers before you do this, because you really could burn your fingers on the sides of the Ninja because they are really hot. So that's my pepperoni on the top there as well, ready to go. So 2 slices is 1 syn. So I'm just going to add my cheese to the top of those. I'm only going to put them in for another 3 minutes, and I think that's probably going to be long enough because the base already seems to be cooked already. They're not as big as the macaroni ones because obviously the macaroni filled out the cases more. So I'm going to pop these back in for 3 minutes just to cook the top. So that's them all ready just to go back in for the remaining 3 minutes. Right, so that's them back into my Ninja, ready to pop on. I'm actually going to put them on for 2 minutes to begin with, just to see what they're like first. So we'll close both the drawers, we will put it back on the bake setting, and we will put it down to 2 minutes. And we'll just double check them, and if they need an extra minute, I can add an extra minute on at the end. We'll match again so they're both the same, and we'll have a final look at them in a couple of minutes. So that's it, just finished. So let's just double check them. No, I think they could have another minute, no problem at all with those, because they're not quite crusty on the top yet. So we'll put them on for the final minute. That's the time up, so I think they will be perfect. Don't really want to cook them any longer than that, otherwise they'll start to burn on the top, I think. So I'm just going to leave them for a moment, take them out and pop them on a plate too. So that's them all ready and cooling down there on the plate. I'm just going to cover them up, let them cool. So just while I'm on meal prep, I'm going to make a couple of overnight oats for my mid-morning breakfasts for the next couple of days at work. So I've got these 2 jars that I bought from TK Maxx, I think it was, quite a long time ago. And I've got some frozen berries there. I've got some cookie dough skinny syrup that I'm going to use to sweeten it. And I've also got some fat-free Greek style yogurt and these raspberries that came in my Asda haul today, which look lovely and fresh, so I'm going to use some of those as well. So I've got my 40 grams of oats in each of these. I'm just going to stack them up so they look pretty, and I'll look forward to having those for my mid-morning breakfast over the next couple of days. So that's them ready for the next couple of days. I'll pop the lids on them, pop them in the fridge, and I can say that I'm organised for the next couple of days for my breakfasts as well. So tea tonight is chicken drumsticks cooked in the Ninja, so they'll be free as long as I remove the skin from them. Potato wedges with peri peri salt on, so they'll be free, and a salad there for speed. The beetroot's free as well on Southern World. Good evening, so I'm ending tonight with a cup of tea and I just need something really chocolatey. So I'm going to have one of these Muller Light Chocolate Fix orange flavour for 4 syns, and I'm also going to have one of these Fibre One chocolate flavoured donuts. They come in a box like this, you get 4, but to be honest, they're 4.5 syns each. I really don't think they're really worth it because they are absolutely tiny, but they're nice for a change, but 4.5 syns I don't think so. I think I'd rather have a hi-fi bar. So that's me ending today on 13.5 syns. Thanks for watching. Bye.